Good morning and welcome back to Sun Up on 7. We do hope that you've enjoyed our couch talk this morning, but now we're going into an amazing segment and we're going to give our congratulations and well wishes to Second Lieutenant Luigi Perrera, who is the first Belizean to complete a bachelor's in management of aviation at Taiwanese Air Force Academy. So good night to you, Mr. Perrera. We understand that you're in Taiwan at this moment. So good night and welcome to Sun Up on 7. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. What about you guys?
We're doing good. I mean, it's early morning here, still trying to get the cold out of our eyes, but...
We're super excited to have this conversation.
Definitely.
As we know, you're the first of many to come setting and paving the way for others moving forward. So I want to talk a little bit about the inception in 2018. I know you were accepted and got this amazing opportunity to go and study in the Police Academy in Taiwan.
Air Force
the Air Force Academy. Thank you. Sorry for that. Could you tell us a little bit about, how did this actually come to be? Did you apply? What exactly happened to allow this opportunity to unfold for you?
So actually, how it all started is because I sat the officer selection from the Belize Defense Force back in 2016. And I was probably around until 2018. So I waited around 2 years until I had an interview with the general at the BDF. And he sat with all the officer cadets at that time. And he mentioned to me that there was a Taiwanese scholarship, but he wasn't sure when the scholarship would come in, so I had to wait a bit. So it all started when I got accepted into BDF as an officer cadet. And until 2018, I was called, and I got sent here to the Taiwan Air Force.
Oh, wow. So as soon as you got accepted to BDF, you got the scholarship to Taiwanese Air Force as well?
Almost. Actually, I waited around a year and a half.
Okay.
So I was in the BDF for a while.
So tell us about your journey to Taiwan and, learning Mandarin, learning all of those things at this academy.
Right. So when we arrived, first we arrived in Taipei, and we were there with other officers and other cadets from other countries. Taiwan also accepts cadets from, for example, the Honduras, Guatemala. We have from Belize and Nicaragua. Actually, Nicaragua broke relationship with Taiwan. And so when we arrived there, it was around 1 week for the introduction, I guess the culture, language, the people in Taiwan and the university in Taipei. And after the week, we went to another school, which is in another district here in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. And we were there for around 4 months, I believe. And we started the Mandarin classes there. So the classes were really, a bit difficult because as a person who doesn't know any Chinese, like zero Chinese, it's very difficult, right?
I can imagine.
So we were there for 4 months. Classes are usually from around 8 a.m. until around 3:30 or 4 p.m. But actually, after a while, we started getting familiarized with the Chinese and the language and so forth.
So it took how much? 4 months?
Yeah, 4 months. The basic language, the basic program is 4 months.
All right.
Yeah, and whenever we skipped into recruit training and the normal classes at the Air Force, the academies all of the classes are given in Mandarin, in Chinese.
Oh, wow.
That must be something completely different. And especially now, you're learning Mandarin first, and then you have to go and take the courses in Mandarin. So you're more briefed with everything in Mandarin. Could you tell us if it will probably be a difficulty in transitioning back to English when it comes to that?
I don't believe so, because we have other foreigners in Taiwan. Whenever I meet them, it's usually just speaking in English or even in Spanish sometimes. So I don't...
Trilingual, look at you.
Yeah. We have a couple of foreigners in this country, so it's easy to transition from one language to another.
All right. And in terms of now, you have just completed a course, and that's your bachelor's, right? Could you give us
Right.
could you give us what that was about? The bachelor's in management, I believe.
Aviation management.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, aviation management.
Okay.
So the course starts from after we step into the second year. It's 4 years. So the first year is basically like general studies, like physics, calculus, and stuff like that, science. And whenever we go into the second year, we usually start focusing on to what is aviation management. And the courses vary a lot because we have courses such as accident investigation, airport management, stuff like this.
Okay. And in terms so I understand as well that you've also been qualified for another additional year for actual flying. Is this correct?
Right. Our courses starts in December of this year and spans up until around June or July of next year.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So are you super excited for that now as well? Because, I mean, it's back to back. You're finishing your bachelor's and then you're going into like actual basic flying with the Air Force. How is that overall experience or feel of what's to come for you?
It's very exciting because we step from being into like a normal student in a classroom, sitting in a classroom, to actually moving to our own place like hangar and walking around the airplane, being inside the airplane. So it's something exciting, and I look forward to it.
Is this, Mr. Perrera, is this something that you've always wanted to do? I always ask pilots this.
Actually, I was in Mexico under a scholarship as well, from 2012 until 2015. And in Mexico, I completed a degree in avionics, which is systems in electronic systems in aviation.
Okay.
So I guess my journey started from 2012, and I actually was looking to work with planes, but not really like inside or flying them. So I guess it's something very, very good.
So you went from just wanting to work with planes to now you're going to fly.
fly.
You're going Imagine
Yeah.
how things just like unfold. That's so beautiful.
Mr. Perrera, also,
Right.
so for anybody who wants to follow in your footsteps, would you have any words for them?
Right. So the people who are qualified, you can sit the BDF officer selection. So the selection is basically for people who have an associate's degree or higher, and usually takes around 2 to 3 days. And it's physical exams, written exams, but nothing out of this world, nothing difficult. And you can get selected to, I believe the Belize Defense Force was looking for people to send to Honduras as well for the flying and the maintenance, right? So they usually send people every year to Taiwan. And this year we actually have two, a guy from the Coast Guard and a young lady from the Belize Defense Force.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, I mean, well, apart from our neighboring countries, you actually have other Belizeans over there in the Air Force.
Actually, I am the only Belizean in the Air Force now.
Oh.
And we haven't gotten any other Belizeans so far. So probably the next person to come to Taiwan will be from the Belize Defense Force into the Taiwan Air Force now.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're working on that. That's going to be the next thing because you're paving the way now for others out there. And I'm sure you're going to be a mentor when you do come back and everything and give your skills and offer your services because all that you've learned, I mean, with all that years you said from 2012 to 2015 studying, then now, 2018 to 2022, and then an extra year too as well.
Yeah.
You've been studying, you've been getting that knowledge, and it's, great now to see you come back to Belize when you do to apply it all and help to develop our country and, of course, the Belize Defense Force.
Right. I'm looking forward to going back and serving.
You miss Belizean food? I have to ask.
Yeah, I do. It's not the Taiwanese food is very, very different from Belize. And I haven't been back in Belize for over 4 years now. And
Wow.
Oh, so you didn't do any summers or anything?
no, I haven't gone back yet
Oh, wow.
until next year.
Awesome. So we have to ask, we have to test you just a little bit just before you go as we're wrapping up this conversation. You know Mandarin, and so we want to be able to learn something from Mandarin, right? Since you're the expert, you're the pro, Can you give us a sentence in Mandarin?
Sure. For example, if you want to say, I'm very happy this morning, you can say, 今天早上我很开心.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
I don't last.
I like how you something like that. So you want to slow it down for us? Because we're learning. We're at least going to learn this sentence from you. So.
Zhizheng.
Sure. So, 今天早上 is this morning.
今天早上。
今天。
今天早上。
今天。Yeah.
今天。
Okay.
今天早上。Yeah, it's morning.
今天早上。
我很开心。
很开心。
开心。Yeah, 开心 is happy.
今天早上很开心。
Yeah, just need some practice and you.
We definitely need practice. But we thank you so much for helping us. Actually, that's a really good sentence. I'm going to try to practice that one there. I'm going to try to practice that one. But thank you so much
just need time.
You have all the time. You've done it for 4 years, and so you are a pro. Like, I can't wait for you to come back and start talking to people in Mandarin, Spanish, and English. Like, that's incredible that to be able to just have all the knowledge you have, and also now the language that you know is amazing. So we are extremely proud of you and thankful for you to be able to share your time with us, to give us an insight into, what's happening. When you come back here, we'd love to have you on the couch to get a full-on update and, talk a little bit more. So the invitation is open for you. And so we thank you so much again for, sharing this time with us.
Maybe we could land one helicopter up on Albert Street just to have you here. We'll work it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right.
And so with that, we go to our next commercial break.